Oh, did that wrong. Haha, yay. All right, just setting up some candles. Hey, hey Bree, how are you? Can you hear me good? Aw, you're so sweet. You can hear me perfectly? Yay! I found recently my laptop. And I was like, yay, let's do a live. Why not on the new moon? I'm going to let people know that I'm on live. Hold on a sec. Let me get this on. Let me see. On live. Join me. New card. I forgot with your laptop, you can't do emojis. So I was like, wanted to put moon emoji and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know how to do that on a laptop. I haven't pulled this laptop out in 2 years. So I was like, oh. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put now. All right, so hi, whoever else is here. I see 2 people. Hello. I'm excited. Cause ideally I would like to do Instagram lives, but they're not a platform that really shows other people or kind of expands. So I figure YouTube. Let me try out YouTube. So hi everybody. So I'm gonna light some candles and things, and what I plan to do today, because the new moon, I'm gonna give free card pulls. So if you're on, please let me know in the chat below. I can see you in the chat. So if you type something in, I can see it. This is my first time, so bear with me if I'm a little bit slow on like the little buttons and stuff. So I'm not up to par yet. Where's my lighter? Up here. So let me see. But yeah, it's free card pulls. I figure this new moon, I feel like a lot of people may need just a message to help them, today. And I was thinking of doing a little bit of Reiki too. A little bit of mini Reiki, just a small little Reiki session if you guys will like. It's kind of like a energetic refresher. So if you're feeling a little wonky, I know a lot of people are feeling extra emotional. I've had a lot of people tell me that they feel exhausted or tired or just like kind of out of it. But it is the cancer season, so a lot of emotional energy. I've already cried. If any of you feel weepy, I've cried already. I started. And that's usually how Cancer season is. It's a water sign, so it's very tapped into their emotions. They're very nurturing. And today's a good day to manifest. And I think people have this misconception when they say manifest, they want to manifest like material wealth. I personally think right now, more healing aspects, things that you need to expand. So yes, you may want a new car, a new house, but how can you get there? Why are you where you are now? Maybe you need to change or heal or modify certain things about yourself so you can be a better you to receive that. So this could be a good time to like help you in certain areas in your life that you have a difficulty with, maybe habits, patterns. So this is definitely the time to say, hey, I would like to be a better, more organized, more motivated, stuff like that. I think that's going to really help. Oh, and I do want to show you my plants. I got new plant babies. Hold on. So plant babies here. I have here, her name is Lavender, and the other one is Pinky. And I have two other ones, Spike and Medusa. I have weird names for my plants, but I'm excited. So I'm gonna buy more plants, or maybe I'll grow some more with leaves of lavender. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. And people are like, you name your plants? Yes, they're living beings, but energetically, I don't know. I like to name my plants. Makes it more personal to me. I have fun. I talk to trees. What can I do? So first things first, before we start doing the card pulls, I know, right? Someone told me, do you name your plants? I'm like, yeah, like, you know, they're part of the family. Also, plants provide air, quality air, and also they bring good energy into the home. They help regulate energy as well. So, hey, like, treat your plants nicely. Oh, thank you so much. And definitely, if you do plan to do a live, Bree, let me know. So if any of you are watching this on playback, Bree is a good friend of mine. She's a very talented medium, psychic, all that jazz. So she does just things just like me. And she does makeup on top of that, which is really cool. So you want to follow her channel too. Now, where did I put so I have some decks here that I felt called to read for this, to read for you guys for this new moon. Do you hear the music in the background? It's from my little like synergy machine. It's like a light therapy, music therapy sound machine. I don't know if you hear it. So yeah, I shared it on my oh, let me not, because I don't want to get so I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Someone says I'm on now. They're trying to ask me, are they on now? Hold on. Okay. So we're going to do first a weekly message. So I have some decks here. Where's my tarot deck? So I have here the regular Smith Rider-Waite deck we're going to use for the energetic report. So how this is going to go down on this live is that I will do an energetic midweek reading for the collective. I haven't done one this week just because I was busy with work and things. Excuse the mess. Ignore that. But I was busy with work, but now I'm not. So I decided to postpone it. And we're going to do the midweek collective message, and we're going to probably get some oracle reading, oracle cards. Maybe, let's see. I have a bunch of decks next to me. Maybe we'll do the ice cream oracle for the oracle portion. So this live is going to be on playback. So if any of you are seeing this later on, hello, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell if you like to keep up with new uploads. If this live does well, meaning it goes smoothly, I will like to do more YouTube lives where I feel like it's more personalized. I feel like in other platforms, like it's a hit and miss, and they don't really push your live out for other people to see. So I feel like this is more personal, but at the same time, if you want to watch it, there's no interference. It's just me and you know, no other stuff. Um, and I feel like this is more easier platform just to have more direct contact. So I figure on the lives. I never did one before, and why not? So I'm gonna start doing more lives in the summertime. Um, so you may see more lives. Maybe I'll do like card pulls on certain moon cycles. We'll see. Some other ones I do like, you know, candle services and stuff, but I think I might do maybe card pulls maybe every other week or every week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I'm off this summer, so I have way more time to do things. And also, I wanted to let people know I will be revamping my whole website. Yes, your girl is revamping. I'm going to change my website all in all, and I'm going to add new services. I have not told people yet what my services are. There's only some of them that know I do certain other things, but I'm not announcing it just yet. I will announce it once my website is done. So, and I'm going to have a different schedule for this summer. So I'll be more available. I know my schedule usually does the evening time, Eastern Standard Time, but that's changing as well. I will be able to do more readings, more Reiki, distant Reiki sessions during the day. So I'll be more available to a lot of people. Um, it's super faint. Oh, the music. Yeah. It is. Oh, okay. So it's not that loud. That's fine. I could hear it really loud here, but I guess it doesn't translate here. So, like I mentioned, I will be doing more time during the day. I'll be doing the mornings and midday and afternoon. So I'll have more hours to do more sessions, and you will hear more about what else I'm offering. So I'll be offering a lot of different things. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it super secretive. I have to revamp my whole website. I want to learn, change, and amplify, and just make it look extra professional and nice and beautiful. And yeah, there's going to be a change. It's going to be a switch up of things. But for now, I'm letting all of you know that soon this week, I'm hoping this week I can do it. Fingers crossed if I could do it by the end of this weekend. I'm a fast learner when it comes to technology. I may not know, and I really like poking stuff, but when I get something, I get it quick. So that's a little bit of an update. If you like to keep notifications on for lives and things of that nature, please like subscribe, hit the notification bell. I will be doing more Reiki sessions, free Reiki sessions for you guys on the YouTubes. And if you like a video, please please leave a comment. It could be just a heart. It really helps my page. It helps me get pushed out more to other people who may need the healing, the messages, especially now with all the stuff that's happening. And with YouTube, it's all free. I'm giving you a lot of free shit. So it's like, come on, help a girl out. Hancho, what's up? Hello, Hancho. How you doing? So we're going to start with the weekly messages. I'll do a little bit of a Reiki, and then we'll go into card pull. So whoever comes on the live, if you like a card pull for the new moon, this is not this the questions. I'm not doing any questions. That's more of a personal reading. You can book on my website. But if you would like an intuitive message for this new moon, what your guides or what the universe wants to tell you, just stick with me and you will get that. So right now we're doing the collective message for the week. I didn't do one this week, so we're going to do the midweek, what's going on collectively. I feel like all of us are seeing the tea being spilled in society, especially what happened last week. So I'm going to ask my guides to show me what's happening right now, this collective. All right. All right. It's a little bit of a mix. All right. It's a mixed energy this week. this midweek to the weekend. So the first card we have here for this midweek's collective reading is the Six of Wands, and usually this card means victory. So I feel like people are having personal victories. So I don't know. Obviously, collectively, it's not the case, but I do feel like with this Eight of Pentacles, a lot of you are working on yourself, and many of you may be releasing things, maybe having personal victories, emotional victories, maybe graduating or excelling in some area in your life. And that's what's happening for a lot of us personally in the collective this week. So maybe some of you got a job, some of you got a raise, some of you are just out of work, like myself, you have a vacation time. Whatever it is, there's a personal victory to celebrate right now. It does not mean collectively, it means personally with yourself. There's something you're celebrating, something you're happy about. And I think that's really good, especially now with all the shit that's happening around us collectively. This personal celebration, this personal victory is what's going to keep us moving and going forward, especially with all the stuff that's happening energetically around us. So this is something that a lot of you may be experiencing. I personally am, because I'm off from work. Woohoo! Vacation time. So literally, this is something that many of you are feeling. Some form of victory, a new job, maybe someone is pregnant, maybe someone's getting married, maybe someone's going on vacation. There's something you're happy about, something you're looking forward to. You worked hard to get there, so whatever that is, and you're celebrating it because you can finally do it or pursue onto it. Now, the next card we have for the collective is the Seven of Wands, but it's downright. This tells me that this usually is a competitive card, meaning competition, meaning that maybe there's people around you. So be aware that there may be people projecting things onto you because you got a personal victory. I'm not sure if you have family. I'm hearing a lot of it is family. Maybe family see you thriving and succeeding, and they may project onto you thinking like, oh, you should not do that, or maybe you should be careful. You know how if you're doing something you're happy, they always do this sneak attack, be careful. I'm happy. Can you be happy for me? Don't warn me about the negatives and what could go wrong. Cheer me on. So I feel like some of you, as you're doing this victory and you're having that personal victory this week, you may feel people kind of projecting onto you, looking at you. I do feel like this may be personal things dealing with them. They may feel like they're not in the best place in their life and they're seeing that you're doing well and they may say something, but that's more of a projection of how they're feeling in regards to themselves. I'm hearing just be mindful of that and don't take it seriously. I'm hearing like a lot of people are very emotional now. So if you see people acting a little spicy, just distance yourself from them. Keep doing the work because you're clearly going somewhere with it. And some people may be a little bit radioactive. So this is where we have to distance ourselves. If you see mom and pop or your friend or your coworker is a little bit extra, distance yourself. You don't need that energy around you. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe they're feeling things in their life. But once again, it's nothing to do with you. So I'm hearing distance yourself and let them handle themselves on their own. And don't subject yourself to their energy, to their comments. Just ignore. I don't know if any of you are hearing or feeling that at the moment, but I'm here with you. So I definitely understand. The next card we have here is the Page of Swords. So this is talking about an action card with your mind. So I don't know if whoever this person is, maybe it's a group of people, maybe it's your environment that's kind of bringing you down, especially when you're experiencing personal victories. They're saying fight back with your mind. Do not let them bring you down to their level. This is where we have to use our mind. Our mentality is very strong. This could also be collective. I'm hearing specifically this card could signify the collective and the energy that it's bringing, especially now people are upset, are angry, are very intense emotions, feelings, and opinions, and that may be even affecting you and your personal victories or your goals. So this is where we got to be mind over matter, really think, okay, is this serving me right now? Maybe I need to take a break from social media. Maybe I need to take a break from certain environments and people and focus on myself. It does not mean you're disassociating. It's just you're putting boundaries where you want to be and how you want to experience things. So if it's too toxic or too, it's making you feel more negative than positive, this is the moment to take a step back. So this weekend, if you're celebrating something and people around you is just too much, take a moment to yourself, celebrate by yourself, or celebrate with people that understand you, or distance yourself, whatever the case may be. But I'm hearing be mindful of the energy around you and don't let it affect you mentally. The last card we have for tarot is the moon. So this tells me that there is a lot of things going on that's being hidden, but then will be revealed collectively. So this been popping up in every other like week. So this is telling me that there is more stuff that's going to come out collectively. This is where we got to brace ourselves mentally. Okay. Literally, like all the hard work, the coping skills, a positive reinforcement, the thinking, all the things that you've been learning to do, it's going to be needed, especially with this moon card. And it kind of signifies today the new moon, the new energy, the new cycle of this moon cycle of this month. So just be mindful as the new moon and the moon card represents that energy of death and rebirth. This is a new beginning with the new moon. There's going to be new information coming through. I hate giving these messages because ideally, I always want to give good messages, but I get a sense that things may get a little worse before it can get better. And there may be more information being revealed to us collectively that may also anger us and have this kind of 7 of Wands in reverse energy, where it makes people angry and kind of pin and project onto each other. So we got to be extra careful of our environments and mindful of what's happening around us and how it's affecting us. Okay. So with the new moon, like I said, it also represents deep diving, deep emotions, deep understanding. With that understanding may be truths, harsh truths that we have to realize that's coming up to the surface. So it's bubbling up. So I do feel like there's more information that we are going to be revealed very soon. It's not going to be the best, but this is where our mentality really, really serves us well. And if you're not doing so well mentally, please seek out a professional or talk to somebody. There's friends, family, there's people out there that will support you and help you through that moment. Don't endure things by yourself, okay? But I'm saying mind over matter. And if some of you have been troopers and you've been healing and you've been working on yourself and you've been doing all the things to get your mind right, this is where the test is going to happen, where you have to really apply what you've learned to continue on. Because once again, you are aiming for victory. You're doing all the things you need to do. You're being victorious in your personal life. But collectively, there's going to be a lot more things happening. And this is where the test is. Are you going to let what's happening around you affect you and stop your progress? Or you're going to let it motivate you to do better and be better? Okay. So, that was a loaded information about the remaining week. So don't be surprised if soon you hear some more stuff. Just understand, be strong. We can get through this together. So I'm going to ask for some oracle messages for the remaining of this week. Okay. All right. So there's double meanings in some of these cards. I immediately got like a sensation as I got these two cards out. So I got Butter Pecan. That's the first oracle card. It says reason, market, sell. I think half of the reason we're receiving information is to get a certain reaction. I'm going to be honest with you. Collectively, I really think certain information that's being put out is meant to get a reaction. And a lot of it is based on profit. So just be aware, specific things are calculated in a way to receive some form of profit. This may be profit of energy, money. There is some end goal to the information being released. I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. Like it says here, market, reason, sell. There's a reason why. And so just be mindful if certain things are happening, there is a reason behind it. It's just not willy-nilly out of nowhere. It's calculated. The next one card I have here is Napoleon. Collaboration, teamwork, resourcefulness. This is talking about resources. We may receive news about resources very soon. Once again, it's a collaborative effort. This is not just out of nowhere. This is calculated. This is a plan. So if you're hearing certain news about resources being depleted or resources are high on certain specific ones, there's a reason behind it. There's some form of profit collaboration that's being done. I think we as people, the collective, should kind of already know what's happening and read between the lines. And this is where we have to use our mentality to fight back. How can we not feed into what they're doing, and how can we find other ways around it? And this requires collaborating with others, people like ourselves, and talking and working together and bringing in resources. This is also signaling that working with other people to get other resources. This may be being more local with how you spend money. Instead of doing things with corporations, spend it in local people, people who are actually selling and growing things. So this is what I'm hearing. We have to really work together as a community, as people. If you're buying something, try to buy local, try to do things to go around it. I feel like Spirit's giving us like, hey, hint, hint, this is a way to go around doing these things. So just be more resourceful with your things, with your items, how you purchase things. Make sure that it's helping you and not helping others, not depleting you. So make sure what you do is not depleting you, but helping you. So keep that in mind as you make conscious decisions throughout this week. Is this going to help me or help them? And I guarantee you, it's going to change how you spend, how you do things, on and on. So if you want to find out better ways to spend your money, do it locally. Local people selling, farmers, local everything. If you can, small businesses, feed into them. Sorry, something just came on there. The last card is peace, meditation, acceptance. I'm hearing specifically with this card, we have to accept that certain things are not going to go our way, but we can also find ways around it. Yes, things are happening, but what can we do around it? Meditation also means allowing your mind to be still and to center and calm. So through this process, if you feel overwhelmed this week, take moments of centering and calm. That may be watering your plants, walking outside, doing things that centers you, that doesn't allow you to get all over the place and feel discombobulated. So during this week, if you feel overwhelmed, do things to center you, to calm you down. I think that's the best way we can think. When we're centered, we can think more. We can think more clearly and do things in a way that's more effective for us. Okay, so peace and calm. Okay, and I do think if we start to think smarter, not harder, we can actually bring more peace faster. So, like I said, we're gonna hear more information about resources very soon. That's why I'm getting through the cards. So just be aware, and Spirit's like, do things that work for you, not against you. So shop locally, do things that will help you in the long run. Um, that's what I'm hearing for the rest of the week. So I hope those messages resonate with you. And if we hear some news in the future, we know why. The cards said it. So that's the midweek message. So now we're going to do a little bit of Reiki. I figure let's do a little mini Reiki session for this new moon. And the intention we're going to do for this Reiki is to kind of just, if any of you are stressed out, excuse me, or if any of you are feeling overwhelmed, this Reiki is just meant to calm and pull you back to center. That's basic theme that I'm going to do for this Reiki. So with the Reiki session, usually I recommend people either lay or sit down in a comfortable position. All you have to do is just feel, allow it to happen. Be open to the experience and you will feel something. Some people may not feel anything, but it does not mean it's not happening. Usually my clients feel relaxed and calmed and just feeling good afterwards, which is really great. That's all I can ask for. And some people may feel more stuff. They may feel energetic release. They may feel like a lighter and all that jazz. So to each their own in terms of their experiences. But all I ask for you is to be open to it. And after this Reiki session, it's going to be like maybe 5 minutes. It depends on how my guides are telling me to do it. When it does end, that's when I'll start to do the card pulls. We'll do it right after. So I'm going to just drink my little drink here. And okay, let me put some relaxing music. I forgot you can't hear stuff. Can everyone hear me well on the screen? I just want to make sure. Yes, people are banding together. They definitely are. So, hold on. So the Reiki portion, I'm just going to type a Reiki. What's wrong with my laptop? Reiki. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Sorry, it's been a while. I've been on a laptop. Now, okay. So Reiki portion will start now. All you say, I'll ask for you to say, I don't send energy to anybody who doesn't want it. I guarantee you, if you don't want the energy, you won't get it. But I usually tell people that if you do want to receive the Reiki healing, which is just energy healing, you can say that I am open to receiving this Reiki healing for my highest and greatest good. And that is all. That's all you need to say. And then I will start. Okay. Okay, guys, so that was the end of our little Reiki session. I'm looking at the chat right now. I hope you guys felt good after that. I could tell that once I started Reiki, someone who was being a little bit of an a-hole left. You want to make fun of it, stay for a Reiki session. Let's see some healing, some stuff that come out of you. I was like, John Parks. Like, really? I left so quick when that Reiki session came on. Let me see. I'm going to remove. Like, we're always going to have some people that are specifically challenged, we can say. Well, come stay for a Reiki session. Come stay for some healing. Let's see what happens. Scurry, scurry, away they go. I'm going to see if I can block this person too. Because I have no tolerance, to be honest with you. All right. So, yeah, they're hitting. So, okay. Hey, Lola, how are you? Oh, wait, which one was? I hope you guys enjoyed that Reiki. That felt really nice. We're going to start very soon with the card pulls. So if you're interested to receive a new moon message, just stick around. And it looks like my chat is a little slow. So I just saw, if you did comment after Lola, okay, I'm good, Muhammad. You're good? I'm so happy you're good. So we're going to do some moon messages, some new moon messages. Excuse me. Where's the other deck? I have these two. These are really, I love this deck. This deck here. It's, what's it called? This is the Empaths Empowerment deck. It's one of my favorite decks for like self-development. So if you ever need like guidance in your own journey, that's a good card like to check in energetically with yourself. And it gives you like things that you can work on day to day. So for me personally, if I had to choose a deck, this will be a deck I can pull daily on myself. Just like, what's the message? What's the energy? What should I be doing today? Kind of energy. I haven't sent you your headpiece because I'm not in New York. No worries. It comes. I truly believe things come in divine time. So when it's ready to happen to come to me, I'll gladly take it. So I get it. Trust me. I'm one of those people like I forget or things happen. So whenever it happens, it happens. I'll gladly accept. It could add a new piece next to my plants. So this is the moment. We're gonna do some card pulls. So if you're interested in a card pull, a free card pull, come on down. Let me see. Hold on. People are telling me they missed it. I'm like, no, you did not miss it. I'm on right now. No, nobody missed it. Nobody missed it. I'm on right now. Watching YouTube on the phone, so I can't comment. So I have one. I have Marta. I'm gonna write down the names of. Damn it! Where did I put my? I thought I had a. Oh, I have a pen. Perfect. I thought I didn't have a pen next to me, but I do. Okay. So I'm gonna get my little book here. I'm gonna write down names of the people who are on. So if you can't comment, and you're on, but you can't comment, like someone just messaged me that they are on, but they just can't comment. Just let me know via Instagram, and I'll check in. So I have here. Oh, before I do that, where's my little? I have to charge my laptop. Imagine I go live and then it dies. Don't do that, Spirit. Please don't. Because when I joke about stuff, it happens. Let me not. I take that back. Don't shut down my laptop. I take it back. Please don't. There you go. Okay, good. Whew. I was scared there because they be playing games with me. When I say something, it happens. So I gotta be careful with my words. I gotta be careful when I say things. Um, so hi. So yeah. Thank you for joining me. So nobody missed it. Usually, you know me, I always stay on lives for a hot minute. So okay. Tell your friends the free card pool. Why not? So I have two decks here. I have what's this called? The Gateway of Light. Hold on a second. The Gateway of Light activation deck here, and this is the Empaths Empowerment deck. So, and sometimes I may not even use a deck to give you your message. It depends. It depends on the message and how strong it is. Okay. So I'm gonna write down who's here. Bree. Bree is here. Lola is here. Cassandra is here. Hey, Cassandra. Thank you for joining me for my first YouTube live. Hey, Danae. Danae is here. Hi. I did it, Danae. Whee! I'm on YouTube live. Yay. So I want to recap. If any of you missed earlier, promise B got you. All right. So if you're joining me now, you're going to get a free carpool. It's a carpool moment. Woohoo. Free carpool. I don't do questions. So it's whatever Spirit wants me to tell you. And sometimes it may be with a card. Sometimes it just may be intuitive. And they tell me what to tell you. So before I start, what was I going to say earlier? Oh, yes. Sorry. If for those of you who are just joining me now, hi, hello. I go by Luna Soul Oracle. I'm a tarot reader, Reiki Grandmaster, and intuitive medium, all that jazz. So if you would like to tune in, because I do plan to make more YouTube lives, I feel like it's a better platform than IG, more connection. Stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I hope to do maybe a YouTube live every week, every other week. It depends. And you just subbed. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And I also do pick a card readings. I do zodiac readings. I do Reiki sessions that are free on YouTube. Because I'm like, let's heal the world. Why not? Let's help people out. So if you stay with me, I will do more things. I'm off from work. I have summer vacation. Woohoo! So that means I'll be doing more stuff. And also, I will be revamping my whole website. So if you want to do a personal reading, I will be offering more things on my website that will be in process. Hopefully by the end of this weekend or next week, you will see all the new services that I will be offering. And that's it. I'm not going to tell you anymore because I want to leave you guys at a cliffhanger. But many things are happening. New revamping, more YouTubing, and yeah. So I'm going to write everyone who's down. So if you're on, I suggest please be on the live. I will not read you if you're not on. Just saying. Because then I can't connect with your energy. So Lola, Bree, Cassandra, Danae, Promise, B, Marta, Martika. All right. So if you're on here, that means you want a reading. Woohoo! So the first one's going to be Bree. And Bree, I'm getting pulled towards this deck. I feel like you would like this deck, but your guides are like, no, this one. This is more intergalactic, but they're telling me, no, this deck is for you. So I'm going to pull your first new moon message. Yay, I'm on YouTube Live. Who's my first YouTube Live? I'm excited. So let's see what message we have for Bree this new moon. Ooh, you can handle this. That's the card you got. You can handle this. They're talking about if there's anything that happens or turns sideways, any kinks in your plans or any like derailing, they're saying you can handle it. I think this is kind of a way of sharpening your skills, kind of making you more malleable and more adaptable to what's going to happen in the future. Specifically, they're telling me that. So I feel like this is not a adaptability in negative aspect. It's more a positive aspect. They're telling me specifically you're going to be more busy in the future, and they want you to learn how to adapt and mold yourself to your circumstances. And specifically, they want you to learn how to rest during your busyness, learning to take moments to yourself and be honor that and choose balance over productivity. Does that make sense for you, Bree? They like choose balance over being productive and going and going and going. They're saying that's how you easily zap out your energy. So they're saying having balance and choosing balance will make your work and what you do more powerful, more attractive. I feel like they're telling me to tell you do less. If you do less and you do it with enough effort and enough energy with that small amount of work, it could be powerful. So instead of doing more, do less. You're like, what? I know probably it's hard for you to think that way, but they're saying rest more. Rest. If you feel exhausted, rest. Because they're saying the energy you will put when you're rested is 10 times more powerful than you're exacerbating your energy doing everything at once. Okay, it's going to hit the mark more when you're rested. So that's specifically what they're telling me. And there's a female guide coming through. So she is going to be working with you on that. She's saying, I'm going to help you balance. I feel a female guide coming in for you. So she's specifically going to help you balance. You may know who this is or you may not, but there is a female energy learning how to, and oh, wait, hold on a second. Specifically, I also feel your crown chakra may be highlighted. So you're going to be receiving more ideas soon, more information soon. So that's something also to look out. They're saying take a pen and paper. You're going to be getting more ideas on how to be more productive, but in a balanced way. They're specifically telling me to tell you routine. So you're going to have a more defined routine in regards to that. So that's your message. I'm going to read what says on the bottom. It says here, there is a wise saying, you are never given more than you can handle. Tune into your heart and reconnect with your strength. So this is the message for Bree. So that's your message. I hope that makes sense to you. That was a lot of messages in one. So I hope that message helped you in this new moon. Balance. You're going to be busy in the best way and just have balance while you're being busy. All right. The next person I have is Lola. Hi, Lola. So, okay. They're telling me this deck for you, Lola. So this is for your new moon message. Please let me know in the comments if you're here. Okay, see Lola just in the comments in the chat. Please let me know. Okay, this is for Lola. What message does she have for it in this new moon? Stellar Gateway Activation, Infinite Potential. Says here, Manifestation Vortex. This is actually a perfect card because today is a new moon and it's Cancer season. So this is more of a nurturing good moon. I'm hearing specifically for you, you have to nurture yourself in order to receive your blessings. They're really specific with this. You have to nurture yourself to receive your blessings. They're saying don't give anybody or anything, or don't pour yourself when you're empty. You have to fill yourself up. They're saying specifically when you start to take care of yourself better and have a more and this is not only physically, this is mentally. when you start to release and you start to heal and you start to be more compassionate, like a mothering of yourself, when you mother yourself more, and you, for some reason, you're highlighting little like inner child. So if you start to do more mothering and just working with your inner child specifically, maybe even your teenage self, and coming back to those moments and nurturing and mothering yourself, and feeding into that part of you that needs that attention and care and love, I'm hearing specifically that's when your manifestations are going to come closer. You're going to see an increase. But this is only when you take care of yourself. And this means mentally. So you may have to do some more, not shadow work. I wouldn't consider it shadow work. It's more like healing, specific healing. Okay, mental, but like mentally. I'm hearing specifically, like I feel like down packed physically to some degree you may have it, like you're really good at being really good with your body, and healthy, but they're saying now it's the mental. And they're saying once you start to heal and give that love to yourself, importance to yourself mentally specifically, and they're also saying healing your heart chakra, you're gonna start seeing more changes happening, positive changes. You're gonna feel happier and um, more connected to your experiences. Whoa, I'm getting another female guide for you. They're really pressing my back, so they want me to tell you to. There's specifically a female guide trying to talk to you. I do feel like this is a past loved one. They're telling me specifically they're a past loved one. Yes, their past level, maybe a grandmother, maybe a maternal older woman, and they're specifically saying that they're helping you specifically. They want you to heal your heart chakra. You're holding a lot in your heart, and they want you to work with them so you can release some of that. And they're saying as you release, you will feel better, you'll feel more aligned, you'll feel more energized, you'll feel more revitalized mentally, and things that used to bother you before will not bother you anymore. People who used to bother you before will not bother you anymore. So this is related to relationships specifically, they're saying. So you may do some heart chakra healing. I'm here, like I feel like heavy energy right here. And the female guide is pressing the hell out of my back. So it's an older woman. Just be open to yes, Lola, this is your reading. This is your reading, Lola. Specifically, you're going to have to work with your inner child and teenage self and heal aspects of yourself mentally to release certain things. And I mentioned a female guide, an older woman is coming in, and she's going to help you heal your heart chakra. So this reading is for Lola. This specific card and this reading is for Lola. So it's an older woman, and she's telling me specifically you may get ringing in the ears when she's speaking to you. That means speaking to you. That means she's telling you she's around. So if you get ringing in your ears, she just whispered in my ears and I felt like an intense ringing. So she whispers to you. Okay. So if you get like a thought that comes out of nowhere, that's her whispering to you, helping you release from your heart. You have a lot in your heart, and I get it. I'm one of them too. So do some heart chakra releasing mantras, maybe even whatever you feel connected to, working with your heart chakra. You can do mudras, whatever works for you. But there's going to be a release from the heart chakra. And they're saying as you feel lighter and you release and you regulate that energy there and you clear it out over time, you're going to receive more manifestations. You're going to see things coming into line. You're just one after another. You're going to feel better. You're going to be meeting experiences with people. You may even expand your business, but it has to start with the heart. Woo! That was a strong, she was like, I literally felt someone pressing my back really hard. Not in a bad way, but she wanted to make herself known. Okay, so that's specifically for you. So that was your message, Lola. I hope you. So that was your reading, Lola, for this new moon. Try working with your heart chakra. And when you feed into yourself, your manifestations will come. I think they're helping you to be emotionally aligned with your manifestations. If you're holding on to stuff, you cannot be there. You're not going to experience or enjoy your manifestations to the best of your ability. So they want you to emotionally meet those manifestations. You're welcome. Okay. If you're on this live, please put a comment down below. So I read 2 people. I read Lola and Bree. I have Cassandra, Danae, Promise B, Martika. If I have not called your name and you would like to get a reading, put it in the chat right now and I'll write you down. These are free. This is just for you. The introduction to you is to see how I read, to see how I tune into people and what I do. Okay, so it's kind of like you seeing me in real time. Maribel, yes, of course, Maribel. I got you. Maribel, yes. So you can see how I read. You can see how I vibe. I don't have nothing up my sleeves. I'm just reading based on the energy. Okay. So anyone else, can you get, so I got Promise Be okay. All right. So the next person is Cassandra. Cassandra. Okay. I'm going to pull from this deck. They're specifically telling me. Okay. Ooh, I like this card. Cassandra, your card is Appreciate the Moon. Appreciate the beauty of the moon. So it's very aligned card to this new moon. This is talking about to appreciate the energy of this new moon. It says here to calm and center yourself, to simply experience awe. Gaze at the moon tonight. Absorb the purity of her energy and sublime presence. Okay. So this is specifically your guide saying to connect with this moon's energy. This new moon represents new beginnings. And this doesn't mean physical new beginnings. This could be emotional new beginnings. I don't know why when I was shuffling your card, I heard, listen to me pretty, please. So I don't know if you have not been listening to your guides as much, or you've seen the messages or the signs and you haven't really said, hey, I acknowledge that. They want you to acknowledge more of what they're sending you. So if you're getting numbers or specific images, I don't know why I see doves or white feathers or something of that nature, birds, please acknowledge the messages. They just want to make sure that you're receiving what they got. And you may be, but you're just not vocalizing it enough. Someone needs to smack me in the head. No, of course not. They just want you to acknowledge the messages they're sending you. You know, you can say, thank you for the message. I receive it. You don't have to do anything extravagant. They just want, they want to connect with you and see that you're understanding, and they're just trying to help. So in the best way, of course. Yeah, that's all. But right now, if you were to do something and they would like for you to do, obviously this is probably part of you saying this message, is just to enjoy the energy of today. And this is a kind of a hidden message. Enjoy every day as that day is. I don't know why I'm here. Don't think too far in the future and don't think too far in the past. Focus on the present. Enjoy the beauty of every day. So I don't know if you're thinking about the future, or you're worried about the future or the past, or things have been coming to your mind lately and you're thinking about the future or the past. Your guides are saying just enjoy the beauty of today, specifically the moon. Enjoy the new moon. Yes, it's Cancer season. If you feel the need to cry or let things out, enjoy that as well. It's part of the process of healing, part of the process of feeling, growing, being in tune. I think people think crying is bad. Crying is just a release, and it can actually be pretty beautiful. So anything that you are feeling today that connects you to the now moment, enjoy it and enjoy the beauty of the moon. So that's specifically your message for you. See, not a slap in the face, nothing of that nature. They would never do that. Hey, Martika, yay, you're finally in. So that is your reading, Cassandra. I hope that made sense to you. So just enjoy. If you have a backyard, take off those, unless you don't got crazy, dangerous bugs or mosquitoes or whatever, take off those shoes, plant your feet in the grass, and look at the moon. I feel like the energy of the moon is going to help invigorate you, maybe even cleanse and lift your energy. Your tarot is a little snarkier. You know what it is? Maybe you were going through a time where you needed that specific message, and now that you're more chilling like a villain, look at you. You're getting nicer messages because you're doing the things that you need to do to help yourself. But all you got to do is step in the moonlight and enjoy the moonlight. Enjoy the energy. I don't know if you have a lot of water sign in your chart, and that's probably why they're saying that. Like, hey, enjoy it. But they want you to embrace the energy that the new moon brings. Hey, if my guides tell me to step in barefoot and experience the moon, I will do it. If you can, do it naked. Just make sure there's no neighbors around. Got some storms coming, so I'll have to imagine the moon. Ooh, why don't you if you're raining today, why don't you get new moon rainwater? Grab a cup of that, put a jar out there, collect the new moon rainwater. That could be very powerful manifesting water. You can use it as a floor wash. You can use it even in a bath if you like. Sprinkle a little bit in there. Many things you can do with that water. Exactly. So utilize that. That's probably what they're saying. Appreciate the moon. Take a little piece of that energy. All right. Next person up is Danae. Yay. Hey, Danae. So, yeah, I'm going to do this deck. This is a deck for you. Ooh, you can go lay in the rain. Yeah. If it's hot in your area and you won't get sicky, by all means, go lay down. Lay in that rain. All right, Danae, this is your message for you. Ooh, you got Archangel Michael's sword. It says here, Sword of Light. Divine protection, cord cuts, breakthrough energy. So specifically, this card is talking about breaking cords or cutting any negative energy in your life. I'm hearing this is in regards to people in your life. So if there's anyone that is directing negativity towards your way, I'm hearing don't be afraid to cut the energetic ties. And it does not mean the full energetic tie to this person, just the negative aspect of it. You get what I'm saying? Let's cut the trauma ties. The trauma ties. I'm hearing that specifically. It's very specific. So if there's anyone who is still causing you to feel a certain type of way or kind of plaguing your mind here and there in the back of the back burner thoughts, your guides are saying you can cut trauma ties from them. And this means calling back your energy from that trauma, specifically whatever that is, calling back your energy from that and kind of distancing yourself in that aspect. You see the person, you understand the person, you get it, but you're no longer going to feed into that trauma bond, whatever that may be. And I'm hearing specifically this is part of your claiming your energy as a divine feminine. So if you have a divine feminine energy with you, you can work specifically. I don't know, there's someone with swords that wants to slice and dice. I don't know who. You may know exactly who I'm talking about, but there's a female energy with swords that would like to help you slice the trauma bond related to someone in particular. Okay. So not like cutting. Yeah, if anything, trauma bond, slice and dice. And it doesn't mean that you're cutting completely that person out. It's just the trauma connected to that person. Because I feel like it's more on their end. They're trying to project their things onto you and latch onto you when you're just not having it. And I think this slice of trauma bonds will really help you not energetically be fed or pull into their BS. Okay. I feel like they try to reel you in and you're like, no, no. So this will help you when they try to reel you in, you don't feel connected. You're like, nope, can't relate. You have to deal with that yourself. And that emotional attachment you had before will cease to exist. And you'll be like, nope, sorry, can't relate. You have to deal with that yourself. And I'm hearing specifically when you do this, more things are going to come in your favor. This may be related because this person may be energetically stopping you from some good juju in your life. I'm going to leave it at there. So if you I have a they're telling me when you cut, you're gonna see more good things come through. It's really sad when we want to help people and we give our attention and energy and things go bad for us. It's because we their energy does not serve us. And when we let them go, holy crap, a whole bunch of good juju comes, good experiences, maybe even like opportunity rises up. And it's because literally their energy was blocking yours from receiving. So use this beautiful mighty sword and cut trauma cords, not like actual cords, trauma cords. And I guarantee you, they're specifically saying me good things are gonna come through. I hate when that happens, but it's a good message because that means you're gonna step forward mentally and you're just gonna feel more empowered. So you're welcome, Denise. You're welcome. Okay. If you're on the live and just joining me and you have not got a card for a free new moon message, please comment down below. I have here Promise B, Martika, and Maribel. And if I have not said your name, please comment in the chat and I will pull a card for you. A card, sometimes I may just intuitively give you a message. Whatever is being brought to my attention for you this beautiful new moon. You're welcome. I hope that really helps you. I really feel like that's going to be a big nugget, like a big spiritual nugget for you. Like a big, wow, yeah, we did it. We did something big. All right. So I always love the wow, the moments where you're just like, yeah, we did it. So Promise B, you're next. All right. I'm going to ask my guides what message you will need. They're telling me specifically this deck for you. So Promise B, this is your specific new moon message. New moon, new moon, new moon. For Promise B, what message do they need to hear in this moment in time? When I was shuffling card, I heard the song, the beautiful Frozen song, Let It Go. Let it go. So I don't know if you're holding on to something that your guides want you to let go of. This may be repeated thoughts. I'm hearing specifically you may be repeating something in your mind. Obviously, you're not doing it in a way to hurt yourself. It's just a pattern, a pattern that doesn't serve you, a mental pattern. The card here says tame negative thinking. So literally, hey, Taryn, if you would like a reading, I will sign you up. So this is for Promise B, this card. This is, you see how she's laughing? She's laughing them birds away. I feel like this is other people around you. And I don't know if people project or say things that get to you mentally. I'm hearing specifically from your guides, maybe someone says something slightly and you take it in a way where it's like you overthink it. You're like, oh my God, am I doing too much? And then you start to go in this weird, vicious cycle of like talking and criticizing yourself. Look, everyone has gone through these moments. I guarantee you this. So they're telling you have to stop feeding into other people's comments and things. I do feel like you get triggered by certain They're telling me by certain words or certain comments. I don't know if you're very self-conscious about certain parts of or aspects of yourself, Promise B, but they're saying you get a little more self-conscious when someone says something particular to you. There's like a phrase or they address a certain aspect and you just close up and you clench up and then you start like thinking, and it brings you back to an emotion or feeling that you felt before. And there's this little weird cycle where you start talking down to yourself and stuff like that. So this is the moment, this new moon is to release that pattern. I'm hearing that you're absorbing other energies way too much, and it's like you're feeding into that mentality by taking those things and morphing it into a self-thinking aspect. Like I said, we all do this. So one thing you can do to help yourself with that is to start to speak into yourself in a positive light. Um, I feel like sometimes it's really hard for people to stop this pattern, mental pattern, because maybe they've been exposed to people around them always speaking in a negative aspect. So when a person goes automatically to something negative when someone says something positive is because they were fed in a negative environment and they were conditioned to think that way. And I think maybe at a time, maybe when you were younger, instead of someone bringing you into a more compassionate and loving talk, they always said something critical, or you always heard something critical around you. Instead of someone say, "Oh, you know, I got this on a test. Oh, well, you should do better because we need to do this and that to survive," and whatever. They just made it like anything positive, they spin it into something negative. And I think because you got that type of environment around you, it kind of molds your mind to think that way, where if someone's talking to you, you're always ready to pick out the negative aspects of it. Like I said, this happens to all of us in many different ways, but your guides are telling you you have to break that mental habit because it's literally causing you stress and anxiety. It's to the point where you feel like you're a victim to your mind. And this is where we have to say, we're going to stop doing this. We're going to stop feeding into those thoughts. We're going to start to counteract that. And it says here with this card, when negative thoughts arise, experience the feelings behind them. What is the root cause? What is triggering? Why are you triggered by this phrase or this specific wording or aspect when someone talks to you about something specific? And shift it to a larger, more compassionate perspective. So this is where you have to find your whys. Why am I responding this way all the time when I hear a person say this or talk about that? And then you'll start to realize when you do this, like when you start to pick the pieces and go backwards, find those crumbs, you'll realize, okay, it's because I was always told this was not going to happen or I was not going to be worthy of this. When you start to find the root cause of why you're feeling that way, this is where you have to start bombarding yourself with positive, helpful, reinforcing thoughts. No, I'm worthy. I'm this, I'm that. This takes time. Once again, this is not a one-day fix. This is where you have to be persistent and believe in yourself and really, really try to counteract those thoughts. Because most of us, we know that we are worthy. We know that we are deserving of beautiful things. It's just when we're fed constant negativity or certain patterns from other people, we take them as our own and we start to do the cycle as well. It's called generational, trauma and stuff of that nature. So I do feel like whatever you're thinking, your thinking patterns is something that you learned from other people, maybe in your surroundings when you were younger, and you adapted that as well, which, hey, this is something that's happened to many of us, especially if we're coming from generations of trauma. So for you, I specifically will like, well, your guides will like for you to focus on more positive thinking, start to speak in yourself in a positive light. When you wake up, start saying things what you love about yourself, start talking about how great you are. And this is not into anyone particular, but this is you saying it out loud to yourself, because I think sometimes we need to hear how awesome we are. No one really, like, especially when you're old and you're alone, no one's gonna really praise you all the time. So you gotta praise yourself. And this is called like a self-care, self-caring, self-loving talk. And this is every day. It's not gonna cure nothing, but it's gonna help you see yourself in a better light. And if these thoughts become really bombarding and it's gonna disrupt your day-to-day function, please seek out counseling or therapy of some nature. And those professionals can help you find ways to see things in a different perspective that will help you in the longer run. Okay, so I'm not saying do this all by yourself. If you really can't, this is where you have to be the due diligence and seek help. And this may be talking to friends or talking to a professional. And like I said, I think people have this misconception about therapy or therapy. You can have like 1 or 2, 3 sessions, and those 1 or 2, 3 sessions can be really helpful. And then you do the rest of the work on your own. Or you may need a person that comes to you like you talk to them every month. Once again, it depends on the person. And this is where there's no one size fits all solution to mental health. There really isn't. You find what works for you. So, like I said, some people may need a regular person every month or every week or every other couple of months. And some people just need 2, 3 sessions, and then they have the skills and the techniques and they're able to manage the rest on their own. So, like I said, do what works for you. But start first with positive self talk. Try to speak to yourself in a positive light. Any thoughts that are critical, do the opposite. Do the positive aspect, the positive spin of that thought. And you will start to embrace yourself more and not feed into other people's thoughts or feelings and feed into that pattern. Okay. That was a long reading. Wow. I hope that helped you. And look, there's no shame here. I don't shame anybody. Trust me. I think most of us after COVID needs some therapy. I sure do. I think to some degree, I think we all, because that was a collective trauma that we experienced. Is a lot. So trust me, I am no judge at whatsoever. And just because I'm a psychic does not mean I'm going to substitute my spirituality practice with mental health. No. Negative. Nope. I am not a mental health professional. I need help too, in different ways. So, but I hope that helps you, Promise Be. Ouch, girl. Ouch, meaning was that something that you needed to hear? And it was like deep type of message. It's okay if it's deep, but I think it's maybe something you needed to hear. Oh, I'm sending you lots of love. Be kind to yourself, Promise Be, please. This is not we can't be, this is perfect. Being perfect is an illusion. It's not real. Okay. We're all different. We all are imperfect in a beautiful way. That's what makes us us. So if anyone tells you let's be perfect, that's not real. That's fake. That's a illusion. It's a false paradigm. Okay. So I don't believe we're perfect. I believe that we are imperfectly perfect. We are made as such, and we shouldn't change ourselves for other people. Okay. So, Promise Be, that is your message. I see. All right. I know Taryn came on. And Phoenix. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you for showing some supports. Thank you for showing supports. Do I sound okay on the live? Because, guys, I'm really, really, really liking this YouTube stuff. Because I see the chat here and I can tippity type. Then I see my face here and I can see the people on. I can see the likes. It's like really, it's so much better. It reminds me a little bit like Facebook, but better. Better. That's all I gotta say. So if any of you, because I have some friends here who are YouTubers as well, if you want to do lives, I suggest. It's crazy you mentioned perfect because it's really my mentality. Yeah, that's not true. Being perfect is not real. It's not real. It's a false ideology. It's not real. I'm gonna burst that bubble right there. Everyone on this earth, you will look at this earth. Do you see anyone perfect? No. If you could name one perfect person, congrats. But I don't see anyone that's perfect. Thank you, Bree. I'll see you later. Thank you for the support. So I'm gonna happily burst that bubble for you, promise B. There's no perfect. Perfect is not real. Perfect is not real. Anyone else in this life, perfect is not real. Being perfect is not real. It's not real. And what is perfect? Who defines what's perfect? See, like pick that apart a little bit. Who defines what's perfect? Who knows what perfect is? What is perfect? I think that's like if you guys do some leafy greens, that's a question you should ask yourself. What is perfect? Who made that word up? What's the reasoning behind perfect? If you really think about it, what's the reasoning behind being perfect? You know? Yeah, it's different definition. I personally like to believe be the best you can be. And the best could be just laying down that day because you can't do nothing else. And that's the best you can do. You know? So I think being the best you can be day to day is being perfect, you know? So I'm gonna get off my soapbox off of the perfect word and the ideals behind perfect because I don't believe in that. So exactly. Terrence said the golden sentence. Perfect is always chasing something unattainable. Yes, it is meant for you to seek more than yourself when you are already whole within. It's saying, hey, you are not enough. You have to be this. So you're going to always chase an ideal that's not true, that is never attainable. And it's going to make you feel like you are not whole already. It's going to make you feel like you are not enough. And that is why I don't believe in perfect. Because the whole ideal behind perfect is saying you're not enough to receive whatever. And that's some bull. That's some bull. Hogwash. I call hogwash. I spit on that word. Literally, guys, this is the mind breaking stuff. Look at certain terminology and certain ideals that society pushes on us. Really look behind it. It's a lot of setting up mental setups for us to try to achieve and be something we're not, when all we have to be is ourselves. We are whole just as we are. Just as we are. We don't need anything else to complete us. Okay? Okay. Now, I don't know if somebody was meant to hear that because I felt so strongly to repeat that, but yes. Taryn said it perfectly. So, the next card is Martika. Martika, hello. So this is your message, Martika. I'm going to use this deck for some reason. You're welcome, Promise B. I send you a hug. You're going to be fine. And I love that you talk to your brother. Keep talking to him. I feel like he's a good support system for you. Hola. How are you? Happy new moon. Ooh, you got two cards. You got two cards. Okay. The first card is Lumerian. Ooh, if you like crystals, try working with this crystal. It says Lumerian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So I think this is kind of, I guess this is probably why I went off the rant of the term perfect. For you, Martika, I'm hearing embrace yourself as you are. this is also talking about you're going to be receiving more information with people around you. So they're telling me specifically, I don't know if your sensitivity has grown, but they're telling me specifically you can feel what other people feel around you. So if someone's sad around you, you can pick up on that very easily. um the sensitivity, I feel like a part of you is like, what's this? I'm super sensitive now, and I'm hearing specifically this is who you are, and this is who you're becoming. So this is probably why people go around you a lot more, because you're very nurturing, and you're very understanding, and but you do absorb other people's energies a little too much. This is where the boundaries have to happen. Yes, you are caring and nurturing, but you have to choose when the right time is to do so. They're telling me specifically there's times where you are going through things and people don't read the room. They don't see what you see, because you're able to know when to interact with somebody and when not to, but they can't do the same for you. Once again, I'm hearing that. So this is where you have to start talking and telling people you need your space and you need breaks. And I'm hearing specifically, they're saying don't answer your cell phone if someone's trying to ask for help. I don't know if a family member texts you constantly, or when you are telling them, hey, I need alone time, but they still manage to text you. Your guides are saying, put the phone down. Do not text back. I don't know why they're mentioning that to me. So I don't know if you have someone that texts you. You're saying, hey guys, I'm taking a break. And you go and you take your break. Bing, bing, and your phone is going off and they're texting you, and you kind of respond. They're saying don't do that anymore. Don't even respond. They will wait. They can wait. Okay, Matika. So this is kind of like you exerting your boundaries, and I think over time they will start to understand this is Martika's break. I cannot bother her. Even if I text her, she's not going to respond to me. So, once again, you're more sensitive to other people's emotions and feelings, but do not absorb when you're not even there or mentally ready for it. Okay. So, you have to put firm boundaries, energetic boundaries, physical boundaries, lay the law, be assertive, do not budge. I guarantee you, they can sniff it when you budge, your family. They're like, okay, she's responding to the text, and they'll continue texting, and read the room. They won't see that you want to be left alone. This may be someone specific. Just tell them you need a break. You say, oh, I don't want to be mean. No, just tell them. If a person's not reading the signs and you're telling them in many different ways, this is where you have to use just a regular voice and just say, I need my break. Says this is so funny. I'm going away for the weekend and I told all I was not answering the you better not. That's probably why your guides are talking about it. They're saying do not answer the phone. They're gonna text you. They're gonna text you this weekend. I guarantee you. Bing, bing, bing. Put your phone on do not disturb. Put your phone on do not disturb. I promise you, you're going to enjoy your time, because although they may text you, you read the text, you get emotionally invested in the conversation, and boom, they take your energy even from the phone. So this is where your guides are like, no, you have to be persistent and put the phone down, don't respond. So put your phone on airplane mode or do not disturb and go about your business. Okay. And that makes a lot of sense why they're talking about your phone. The next card you have here is Sacred Inner Space. This is a really pretty card. So you see how she's engulfed in light? So pretty. It says here, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. So sacral chakra talks about femininity, sensuality, sexual energy. So maybe for this new moon, start working with your sacral chakra more. I do feel like this is going to empower you more, and maybe empower you enough to speak your truth and be firm with your boundaries. Okay, so this is where you got to be like, no, like you got to really embrace who you're becoming, understand that you're a sensitive person, that people like to come to you. And although that's beautiful, but you have to put boundaries. Okay. And even if they get annoyed with you, they'll get over it. They'll get over it. They grown folk, they will get over it. Okay? It's not all for them. Okay? So this is where you got to be firm. Even if it ruffles people's feathers, oh wow. You got to put your energy, your mindset, your health first. Okay? So I'm hearing that specifically. So work with your sacral chakra. It's going to empower you. It's going to have you standing in your truth, your divine feminine, and laying down some firm boundaries that they can't budge. Okay. So that is your reading for this new moon. Do not pick up your phone. Do not answer to them. Please do not. Because if you do, they're gonna bother you. That's just an inkling. It's gonna tell you, okay, they're gonna continue to bother me and push my boundaries. Yes, have to ruffle those feathers to be at peace. Oh, you sure do, but they'll get over it. They'll get over it. They'll be okay. I usually tell you'll be okay. You'll survive. You'll learn. So I'm glad those messages resonated with you, and enjoy your weekend. Have a beautiful weekend. All right, Taryn, you are next. Hello. Welcome everybody. If you are tuning in and you have not no, I'm doing some card pulls for the new moon. And no, I'm not answering questions. I'm just gonna say what you guys want me to tell you, or the universe, whatever you believe in. And if you have not gotten a message yet, and if you're not Taryn or Phoenix and you would like to get a message, please comment in the chat box and I can write you down and I can give you a message. I promise you it's a message you need to hear that's going to help you grow and accelerate in your life and live your best life. Okay? That's my goal. Everyone deserves to be happy. Okay? I don't know about you. That's my belief. Everyone deserves to be happy. Even the shitty people. They deserve to find their peace and heal and be happy. Those are the people that need to heal the most. But yes. So Taryn, let me see. Where's the other deck? Over here. Okay. Good night, Martika. Have a beautiful night. All right. They're telling me I don't need a. Okay. They're telling me I don't need a. I just looked at this card and they're like, this one. So I didn't even need to shuffle for you, girl. You got this card. Okay. I looked at it and my eyes were attracted immediately. So it says here, full light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. So, my friend, Taryn, this is your message. You may be getting an upgrade very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it's tonight or the next following days. So, okay, Sai, I'll laugh my ass off. That's not what you want to hear from your reader. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you what you need. I'm gonna give you not gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna give you what you need. Okay, what you need to grow and live your best life. Okay, so Taryn, this is your card specifically. You're going to be upgrading. This may be why you're getting headaches, why you're feeling body aches and pains, why you're feeling uncomfortable is because you are upgrading in some type of way. I'm hearing specifically your dreams are going to be a little more intergalactic. It's going to be more whimsical. I'm just saying. So it's going to be whimsical. They're saying a lot of the symptoms that you're feeling is because you're elevating in mind and thoughts. You're breaking away from patterns and mindsets associated with this dimension. They're making me use specific phrases for you. So this is probably why you're kind of like, meh, can't relate, don't care. Because you're elevating in mentally. I'm hearing specifically that I don't care, I don't care about stuff anymore. It's more like a symptom because you are no longer feeding into the certain mentalities or paradigms or mindsets that society likes to portray. It's like you feel like an alien here. So, you know, I feel like you feel like an alien. You're just like, what is going on this planet? So ghetto. You're just looking, it's like, I can't relate. Like, why? This is probably a thing you day to day, you just look and you're just like, why? You're so infuriating, humans. So this is the feeling I get. But this is because you're elevating mentally, and is because you're not you're seeing things from a different perspective. Does that make sense? I feel like you see things as a unified like organism, and like the little people battling each other, and you're just like, this, no, no. So I get why you just don't want to deal with it. It's just like, nope, I'm just gonna turn, no, I'm not gonna deal with that. I think they're saying specifically after a couple of weeks you will be more leveled. You may experience more sensitivities. I'm hearing you may see things more. If you're not already seeing things, you may see things more. So buckle up. You may see things more. Right now, you're going through, like, it's like ascension symptoms. I'm hearing specifically for you. I feel like your like eyes hurt, your head hurts, you're feeling super dehydrated all the time. I don't know if you're like super thirsty. You want to drink so much water. You're like, I'm drinking water. I can't drink anymore because I'm like peeing left and right. So that's symptoms you're feeling. Okay, because you're elevating. Say. So if you're thirsty more, you're getting more symptoms, you feel like you're getting sick, but you're not necessarily sick, and you get aches and pains, it's because you're elevating. I don't know if you thought you were sick with something, or something like you thought you were getting a cold or a flu or something, or you think something's up. It's because you're experiencing ascension symptoms. So it's like an energetic upgrade I'm hearing for you. So just be aware. Don't worry, you're not going to hate the earth as much. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I can be here. Okay. You're going through the angry phase of like, why? And then after you're like, okay, all right, I get it. I get why I'm here. Okay, all right, here. Okay, I was here. Okay. You're going to be like, all right, I can manage. So I don't know if right now you're like, oh my God, everybody's annoying. I can't stand people. So give it a couple of weeks. You'll be like, okay, I can deal with this. I can do this. Um, does that mean I'm hoping that after that happens, people around you will elevate as well? But we will see. I think you're gonna be more tolerant of the people around you, but it's not for the specific reasons. The reasons is you're going to understand why they are the way they are, and what they do is not going to infuriate you anymore. It's just going to be like, oh, well, you know, I get why you're doing that. Hopefully you can heal. But anyways, moving on. Yeah, that's probably why you're really like, you're going through changes. It's growing pains. That's what I'm hearing. You're going through the growing pains. So don't hope it will happen. In a couple of weeks, you'll feel better. You'll feel like, oh, okay. You know, I've been through the whole I hate the earth thing, and then I kind of been like, all right, well, I'm still here, so I have to help people. And, you know, your way could be just enjoying your day to day. So you're welcome. See, that wasn't too bad. Drink a lot of water. Please let me know if you start seeing stuff, because I love shit like that. Please let me know. You might start seeing things. So I'm just saying. I love hearing people's stories about them having encounters or just like experiencing stuff. So sick of the bullshit. I think everyone is. That's where when we're pushed to our limits, that's when big change happens. So there's a reason why things are elevating. So because big changes are happening soon. Who's the next person? Phoenix! Woohoo! If you have not gotten a reading yet, now's your chance for the new moon. to get a reading. Taryn's like, yeah, okay. You know what, Taryn? Come back to me in a couple of weeks. Let me know. Let me know. So let me know. Let me know. Because right now you're like, yeah, whatever. That's okay. Come back to me in a couple of weeks, ma'am. And let's revisit this chat. Hey, Kate. Would you like to get a reading? Let's revisit this chat, Taryn. And we're like, so how are you feeling now, Taryn? You're like, I see what you're saying. I was like, yeah, you get what I'm saying? I could tolerate this. Yes, this live is my first YouTube live, and it's also the new moon. Woohoo! New beginnings. And I did an energetic weekly reading. You guys may want to recap when I post this on my my channel. You may want to go back to the beginning. I did a little mini Reiki session, and I also did a weekly midweek reading. It is very, very interesting because all I gotta say is go back. When I post this, go back. It's some messages about the collective, which I didn't expect it to come out that way. And I'm like, well, there you go. So I did a mini Reiki session after the weekly update reading. So it's kind of like here's some news. This is not fun, but here's Reiki after supplement. So it's like bad news, good news, and then readings. So I clicked on a video literally 30 seconds ago. Feeling you're amazing. Oh, thank you, Kate. That's so sweet of you. I can feel it from here too. So I don't remember exactly what I said, but I did mention strategy, something about news with resources that are going to come up soon, and it's calculated. Resources calculated. Yeah. Go back. I had some good messages there too. So, oh, thank you, Kate, for subscribe. I'm planning to do more YouTube lives. I think every other week or every week, I may do like free collective readings. You never know. My guides want me to do more things to show people what I do. I may even do mediumship. I know they were like, you can do mediumship lives, and I was like, that's different. And they're like, no, you can do it. And I'm like, so we're greasing the wheels on the YouTube lives, and maybe we will see. Once again, the mediumship readings are a lot more energetically laborious, so we will see. Like I said, I'm always open to trying new things, and my guides are always chucking me into new things, and they're like, you can do it. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh my God, okay. How can you do mediumship lives? How can people, energies, and spirits? Okay. This is energy 101. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. This is where you have to release the concept of matter. Matter is energy. Is energy, vibrations, cells, atoms moving at a slower rate. Everything else around us, around this realm, is moving at a faster frequency. So we are slow down. Okay. So this is why I can tap into your energy, people's energy. Everything's energy. What I'm doing is just I honed a skill to specifically tap into people's energies. Okay. This is a concept not a lot of people understand unless you're like really into energy work. If you understand energy and you learn about energy, everything's energy. The table's energy, the screen is energy, everything's energy. So what I do is I tap into energies, but I do it at a more focused rate. I focus my attention on something, and you can be from Hawaii or China, and I can still tap in your energy. And this is where the mind has to see beyond the physical and understand that energy is beyond that. So everything. Think of the Matrix. You know how the little serial numbers and they make up the walls, and like if you strip down the physical look and you see the numbers and the coding, think of this world that way. Strip the walls down, basic atoms and frequencies. It's just all energy. Okay. This is actually quantum physics, guys. So if you really want to learn more about it, just go search on YouTube quantum physics. And it will explain it to you a lot better than I, because I am not a quantum physicist, okay? But I did educate myself. And if you're doing this work of working with energy, you must know what energy is and how it pertains to us. And that is all I'm going to say. So that is why I'm able to do things. This is why I feel like society has limited our mindsets on certain things. And they do this thing where it has to be physical to be proved. That's a lie. You know, we can argue the whole thing about air. We can't see it, but it's there. Same thing with energy. We can argue we can't see it physically. Our eyes cannot see all the things that is there. Our eyes can only see a percentage of light as well. We can only see like a small percentage of what's in front of us. It's very limited. Once again, this is factual. Look it up. So I can go down the rabbit holes of many things, but so if our eyes can only see a percentage of things, do you really believe proof has to be in our faces? There's a bunch of shit we can't even see that's in our face. So this whole proof to see something that's real is not true. Once again, a false paradigm from this dimension. If I have to go down the rabbit holes, like I said, quantum physics, YouTube it, please. Learn about what is energy, YouTube it, and I guarantee you it's gonna, like, you know, you're gonna be like, oh, that makes actually a lot of sense. So let me go back, but that's for you, Kate. Like a little bit of I'm just able to focus and tap on people's energies based on their name and my intention. And anyone can do this. Kind of like, you know, when your mom's going to phone you, that's you tapping into her specific energy and understanding what she's going to do next. All that stuff. We do it every day. We just don't notice it. All right. I'm going to get off my soapbox on that. She's giving us home. Oh, it's beautiful homework. It's a beautiful homework. Literally. No, Katie, perfect. And it says Kate on your name, but I get it. Katie. So no, correct me, please. Katie. I'm gonna write that down instead. Katie. I'm gonna add I. Okay. So yes, homework. Don't look. Knowledge is power. A lot of power, especially now. Knowledge is power. Okay. So we're gonna go with Phoenix. Phoenix, I'm feeling hot already. I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling like I'm burning up a little bit. Is that a good burn up? I don't know why. You know the song Sean Kingston, Somebody Call 911. Shorty something on the dance floor. Ooh, whoa. That song is coming in my head. Fire burning, fire burn. Listen to that song. Maybe it's a good song you can dance to. I don't know why. Somebody call 911. I don't know why. I hope I don't get. Do people get like copyrighted for singing a song on lives? I don't know. I'm just gonna sing. She's like, oh my god, I used to love that song. Play it again, cause it's so you. It's so you. That's a good song though. That's a good. It's a good summer song. Do it while you're doing your dancing. Like, I don't know why that song came up. Such a good song. Anyways, let me get on to your reading. I'm going to so play that song after this live. Ooh, nourish the body is your card. Look at that. You see the sun? Girl, you've been getting so much synchronicities with the sun. Look, she's in front of the sun, like, yeah, the sun feels amazing. Oh my God, yes. So what you're doing is right. Your guides are saying you're doing everything perfect. Chef kiss. They really, you being in the sun is very nourishing. It literally creates more balance. And also, you see the green here? They're saying it's helping your heart chakra as well. Being around nature is really helping your heart chakra and also this sacral energy. So you're healing two aspects of yourself when you're around the sun and nature itself. Look at that. So cool. It says here, if you're tired, rest. If you're in pain, pamper yourself rather than pushing through it. Treat your body as a precious friend. Listen to its needs. So this is your guides telling you, this card is for Phoenix. This is your guides telling you that what your body is saying to you is speaking to you. And this is for anybody on this live. Your body speaks to you. Now, it does not speak with words. It speaks with sensations. It speaks with feelings, sensations, feelings, pressure, aches. That's how your body speaks to you. Like people ignore it because they taught us, work through the pain. Rah, rah. No, no, no. Your body is literally speaking to you about things. If you feel tired, it's because you haven't slept enough, or you need to rest because you did something strenuous. If you're having a headache, drink a lot of water. Hydrate your body. I don't know. Some of you drink cucumber water. It's really good. Very hydrating. It has electrolytes. You put a little Himalayan salt, put some cucumber slices in there, and that's electrolytes, and it's very hydrating. It's kind of like your own Gatorade. Cucumber slices, like 2 or 3 in a cup of water, a little bit of Himalayan pink salt, and that's electrolytes and is hydrating. It will keep you nourished. I don't know why there's specifically any one of you on this live. There you go. So if you're dehydrated, you do that. I guarantee it will help you so much. I personally like cucumber water because it tastes delicious and it's very it reminds me a little bit of watermelon a little bit. But this is your guide saying listen to your body. So if your body says, ooh, let's dance, dance. If your body says no, let's rest, rest. Hey, we need a salt bath. We're aching. Do a salt bath. So listen to your body, listen to your intuition. It's going to guide you. And what you're doing with your body, you're literally nourishing it and helping it work to its best ability. Okay, so the cucumber water is yes. If you want electrolytes in your water, Himalayan pink salt. You don't need Gatorade. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You don't need Gatorade. Just put Himalayan pink salt. Put a teaspoon in your water, and that will help you get electrolytes. I don't know if any of you didn't know that, but there you go. Information is power. So they're saying everything you're doing in your body's right. Listen to the cues. If you're tired, don't overexert yourself. That's probably why you're getting days off, because sometimes you don't know when to stop and your guides are helping you. So the more you tune into your body and the more you listen to it, it will speak to you in different ways. And this is also based on what I told you before, because I gave you a reading before and we talked about a specific area of your body that's very intuitive and that can tell you what's going on energetically around you. So your body is your best friend because it's literally giving you messages all the time. So that could be another energetic upgrade for you, is that your body is going to give you cues of different things. Okay. So wow. Some people are like that. Their body cues will tell them what's happening around them energetically. And I think that's your like new sensitivity. When someone around you, that's like, your body will tell you. Listen to your body. All right, that's your specific reading. Wow. Ooh, and listen to that song. Somebody gonna. That's a good song. Anyways, if you're tuning on this live, welcome. I'm Lunar Soul Oracle. I'm a tarot reader, channeler, Reiki master. And if you would like a new moon message, just comment down below. Let me know, and I can put in a new, put in your name, and I can read for you. Also, tune in. I may do more YouTube lives. Each live will be different. Maybe we'll do another full moon, maybe, or self-care messages, whatever the case may be. But stick with me, and you will see more. That makes so much sense. Yes, tune into that power, that new skill that your body's doing. It's gonna be your extended third eye. So the next person is Katie or Kate. All right, Katie, I'm gonna go use the bathroom because I'm gonna take off. I totally will come back when this is over and watch the beginning. Yes, watch the beginning of this. I'm gonna play it on my channel. I have a Reiki. I did a mini Reiki session before the card pulls, and I had channeled intuitive tarot message for the week. So I think you may want to tune to both of them because it's gonna talk about. We're gonna receive some news about resources. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is where we gotta start shopping and spending our money locally. This is where you're going to have to start doing things more local within your communities, to be honest with you. That was the vibe of the message I was getting. So, Taryn, thank you for stopping by. What is Reiki? Oh, I will tell you. Reiki is a form of energy healing. What usually Reiki does is it's specifically the Reiki I do is Usui Reiki. It's Japanese form of energy healing, and it's healing energy with the hands. So I channel source energy, and I use myself as like I guess a vessel or a conduit to send out energy to you. And what the energy does, it clears your own energy. It helps align your chakras. It helps you feel more relieved, calm, and better. Like I said, we're all energetic beings, and we tend to walk around and be around other people and their energies. And day to day, when we encounter other people's energies, we take on pieces of their energy. Okay. And just as you're washing yourself when you're dirty physically, Reiki, what it does, it clears you energetically. So consider it, if I had to dumb it down enough to make a person understand what Reiki does, it's like energetically cleansing yourself, if that makes sense. So, because some of the things that we may feel in terms of emotions, feelings, it may not be our own, it may be from other people. So, that's why I tell people energy work is hand in hand with the physical experience that we're having. Energy is hand in hand because everything is essentially energy. So, what Reiki does is just it does that, and it's really helpful. It helps clear people's minds. It helps ground them. It helps re-energize them. If people suffer from chronic pain, it helps relieve it temporarily. I've had people who had chronic pain. They feel a lot better in terms of their pain levels. But what you're doing is just giving yourself like an energetic cleansing, and you feel better afterwards. No, we all do. We all do. Not only empaths. This is not only empaths. We all do. We're all energy. So we all collect energy. I think to some level, everyone is sensitive in different ways. We all, and there's no chosen ones with gifts. We all have the skills. It's just some people are, they're better at certain things than others. They are more tuned to certain things than others. But essentially, we all have skills. We use it every day. It's just that we're not aware of it. So, for example, you're able to tell that your friend's upset. She hasn't said anything to you. That's you tuning into her energy. That's your energy field of sensing her energy field and tapping into her emotions. Or you somehow know that something's going to happen the next day, or you wake up from a dream that tells you what's going to happen the next day, or you know something's going to happen, or you sense something's going to go on the news, or you sense a song. whatever it is, that is you tapping in spiritually. That's you tapping into other energies and absorbing what's around you. And it's just, society, they kind of dumb it down, those experiences, and say, oh, that's nothing. That's just coincidence. No, it's not. It's not coincidence. We're all using our sensories, our extrasensory skills all the time. It's just that we have not been shown that we're doing that. It's just been like, you're it's a coincidence. They try to brush it away. I often have dreams that come true, especially that's you sensing and foretelling. And some dreams could be more symbolic, and some dreams could be more specific, like yours. So that gut feeling is in your intuition. It's your intuitive sense, is you sensing and interpreting energies around you. So there's a whole rabbit hole about it. That's why I feel like when people say they're skeptics, I'm like, you're literally a walking energetic being. What? Really? I think at this moment in time, with aliens being true and so many other things, and even the CIA mentioned that we're all energy, and like you can't deny it anymore. I'm always Googling the meaning of my dreams when I wake up. I find it so interesting. That's dream interpretation that you're doing, Katie. So that's awesome. That means you're interpreting your dreams. Sometimes some dreams represent your innermost feelings. It could represent something that you're not consciously addressing. Some dreams can be like that, especially dreams that are very out of the ordinary and very specific but weird, and just those usually are more like dreams that have certain meanings behind it. So based on what you're telling me, Katie, I feel like you're probably a person that's very like I said, everyone has skills in certain things. I think yours specifically is dream interpretation, lucid dreaming, possibly astral projection as well. I wouldn't be surprised if you have dreams about traveling to different places. So let's see what's your message. See what's your message for Katie. Ooh, you got I am presence. I love that. You see that beautiful being with the energy around? I am presence. It says light body activation, accessing the divine within. This is specifically, I'm hearing that you need to acknowledge what's happening and acknowledging who you are. I don't know why, but I feel like you dim your light for others. Maybe I feel like you sense things, or you want to do certain things, but you feel like it might be too much. I don't know. Or maybe you censor yourself because you feel like you might, like what you say or how you present yourself might be too much for people. And I'm hearing no. That is more like, I feel like you want to protect others from maybe you're doing too much, or maybe, I don't know if people have um, told you it when you were younger, or people made you feel self-conscious about the things you did. And that's why you're a little more you censor yourself a little bit more. But I'm hearing you have to embody what you feel. I feel like it's like an internal fight you have with yourself. You want to do these things, but then you don't know it's going to be well received. And to be honest with you, when you do things you want, you'll be well received by the people that are willing to accept and love you for who you are. If there are people around you that you feel are going to judge you, maybe they should not be the people you're around. You shouldn't surround yourself with people like that. If you feel that way, I honestly think this is the time where we have to stop dimming our light for other people and start expressing ourselves, start talking about things we like, start going around people, environments that embrace us more. I don't know if you're around an environment that's very conservative or very judgy, or they just frown upon certain things. And I feel like sometimes you have this itch that you want to just like break free and just be like, fuck this. I want to do what I want to do. And Spirit's like, this is the time. This is the time. This is the time for you to stop doing the dimming the light and start embracing who you are. Start doing things you want to do. Start being who you want to be. Yes, it may ruffle other people's feathers, but remember, this is your life. This is your journey. It's not theirs. And you're not here to cater to other people's feelings and thoughts. I've had a pretty chaotic home life. Okay. It says, I'm quite lucky in the sense that I'm surrounded by very supportive people. I've had a pretty chaotic home life, though. Okay. So it sounds like it could be you're also taking what you had in the past and still kind of telling yourself, hey, I still got to center myself. And I'm feeling that you don't have to do it no more. If you're around supportive people, you don't have to think that way anymore. Maybe start opening yourself up more. Because I feel like when you're in a chaos, like you said, you had a chaotic background and you're used to that chaos, you start to form and modify yourself based on that energy, that environment. And now that you're in a more supportive environment, we still have the habits from that environment. And we have to learn how to break free and start embracing who we are. So I feel like for you specifically on this new moon, maybe set more intentions to release the anxieties, that little inner voice that's telling you don't do that because other people won't like it. That's based on past situations with old environments. Now you're in a new environment with some more supportive people. You are allowed to be who you want to be. So I really feel like you're going to start breaking out of your shell very soon. You're going to start feeling more inclined to do things that you've always wanted to do. Think big, I'm hearing. So whatever you wanted to do before and you just kind of dimmed because the environment, sometimes people can't escape certain environments, so they have to modify themselves. But when you're in an open space where you can be who you want to be, this is where you have to revisit what you wanted to do in the past and start doing it and start being it. And I really think that's going to help you bring more opportunities of growth for yourself. So I don't know if you're aiming for a specific goal or you're aiming for something like a big dream. Now's the time to do it because once again, you are now in a better space of environment and people. And that's the perfect foundation for you to start expanding. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I'm hearing that's essentially what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid to be who you are, to do things, especially if you're around supportive people. Maybe talk to them about the things you want to do. Say, hey, I want to do this. And, just that person saying, hey, I support you. I really think that's something that could be great for you. That could be enough to break you out of that mentality of dimming your light and be like, all right, I'm around different people. I can actually do this. And this is where you start to invite more opportunities, more moments for expanding yourself and stepping into who you want to be. So this is like a metamorphosis. I hope to go to university to become a paramedic, but anxiety held me back. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't get it. I hope to return to education and follow the career path in the future. You can still do it. I think there's other ways. Maybe like you said, revisit it in the future, but don't ever consider it like something that you can never do. Okay, things do change and you never know. Maybe that opportunity had to fall because there's something better for you. So don't give up on your dreams. Okay, Katie. So that is your reading. Whoa, I'm extra hot. Oh my God. Whew. I feel like I'm melting a little bit. Where's little hair ties? So I hope that helped you. But I feel like you're going to be going through like a personal metamorphosis. Whew. I'm melting. Oh my God. So, all right. That feels much better. So I hope that message helped you and kind of reinforce like, hey, don't give up on your dreams, especially on something that you want to do. Continue to pursue it. Now, I see 3 people on the live. There's anyone else I missed for a reading? I promise to be gentle. I'm doing some some readings for the new moon. And if you'd like to receive a free message, by all means, come on down. You're welcome. I don't do astrology. I know the basics in terms of new moon, full moon, and like the big three, and maybe certain aspects of astrology, but I am not. Astrology is not my forte. Now, if you want to ask me about, mediumship, ask me about energy and energy healing, ask me about, how to tap into your psychic awareness, I can help you out with that. I can give you some pointers there. Spiritual journey, I can do that. Astrology, I'm sorry. I looked at it, I was like, nope, that's not happening. How does mediumship work? Do you speak to spirit? Okay, so I want, if any of you believe in Hollywood or you think Hollywood mediumship, that's not how it works. It's not at all how it works. I think it's a misconception. I think they dramatize and make it appealing so they can capture audiences' attention and keep their attention. So for mediumship, personally, it depends on the person. And like I mentioned to you, certain people have stronger skills in certain aspects of like extrasensory skills. They have certain strong suits. Personally, for me, when I sense spirits, it's physically. I guess you can say I'm a physical medium. I can feel them around me, like someone's touching me. Yes, you're thinking, ew, that's creepy. Personally, for me, I felt it all my life. I didn't know what it was before. And then after a while of me starting my spiritual journey and working through some stuff, I figured out, oh, that's what it was. It was all that all the whole time. I was experiencing that since I was a kid. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So personally, for me, when I hear spirit, it's like a thought. Um, do I ever hear a physical voice? Very rarely. Do I physically see with my eye? Very rarely I do. I see energy sometimes. I see outlines. I see auras. Do I see like a being? No. I see it in my mind's eye. Consider like your third eye like a, if any of you like to picture things as you hear a person speak, you picture what they're saying, that's using your third eye. It's basically like a imagery in your mind, like a visualization, like daydreaming. Okay. Do you feel messages from them or you sense their presence? It depends. Sometimes I will receive images in my mind. Sometimes I will hear thoughts of specific phrases. And sometimes I would just feel sensations. Personally, for me, I'm more well-rounded in different sensories, clairs. So I use claircognizance, clairsentient. Sometimes I smell things, but that's not something I smell often. Sometimes I smell flowers, cigarettes, um, musky smells from your own guides or others. For my guides, it's more like messages. So I see like numbers. I see a lot of feathers. I know after a while, when you start to tune in and you practice more and more, your sense becomes stronger. And certain messages that you receive repeatedly, if you constantly think about a certain person, like a past loved one, or you constantly get a sense of a definition, the same definition when you experience something specific, that's more of a language. You're putting words and meanings to those messages, and that's when it becomes more of a language for you. So everyone has different languages of spirit. Personally, with me, it started with me seeing a white butterfly every day for months. And then I found out that was my great grandmother. Because every time I saw a butterfly, I thought about her. And I'm like, why do I think about her every time I see it? And it's like, well, that means that's a message from her. And then, over time, as I opened up more and more, I started to feel different things. Once you start to open yourself up, it's like opening a door. And over time, you'll start to experience things little by little. And then eventually, over time, it becomes a language to you. It's like learning a language, but it's not a physical, like speaking language. It's more energetic. And that's why I feel like mediums are mediators. Mediums, they mediate. So what they do is that they build their skill enough where they can interpret what the parted loved one is saying or energy, and they are the one that translate what they're saying, and then they give the messages to the sitter, to the person being read. Okay, so it's kind of like learning a language that not a lot of people can do if they choose. Like I said, this type of journey is not for everybody. I guarantee you that. People want to do it, but what it entails in terms of it basically means you have to like heal yourself. You have to see certain things. You have to feel certain things. You have to learn how to cope and deal with things. You have to learn how to see the good out of certain things. You have to learn how to have compassion and love. You have to have an understanding how everything works as a whole in order to embrace that. Because if you're not in that state of mind, you're going to view things in a negative way, or you may get turned off to it. So, like I said, this type of work is not for everybody. I do see a collective awakening for a lot of people getting into tarot and, like, spiritual stuff. But they're only going to reach a certain level if they don't work on themselves and they don't apply. Because some people live this life, which is me. I live this life. I've been living this life since I was young. I didn't know what it was until much older. I'm 32. It took me till I was 28 to be open to it. It's not for the weak. It's not. I guarantee you, like, people think, oh, that's so cool. You can do. I'm like, man, if you knew what I went through, you'd be like, yeah, negative. I appreciate what you do. You do a lot. It takes a special mind to and a big heart to really embrace all the experiences. It really does. You know, and I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. That's not the case. It's just I love what I do so much so that I'm willing to experience all those things. You know. Oh no, I'm 32. I'm 32. Yay! I don't even look 28. Wow. That just you made my day. I'm gonna turn 33 this year. Wow, I don't look. It says, yeah, I'm 32. 32, man. 32. I'm about to be 33 this year. Yes. Katie, you're making my night. That's my goal. As I age, I look younger and younger and younger. I would like to reverse age as I age. You know how I look so young? I don't stress things anymore. I don't stress. One thing I've been told, I'm a very calm person. I dealt with so much at a young age. I just learned after a while, do not. Things are gonna happen as it happens. Yes, age backwards, age backwards. I love that. I'm like aging like fine wine. I get better and better as I get older and older. That's black. Yes, ma'am. That's black girl magic. Indigenous Afro. I'm Afro Caribbean, so Afro Caribbean magic. But yeah, any more questions you have before we get off this live? Oh my God, we almost been on for 3 hours. Holy crap. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like only an hour. Any questions about spirituality, energy, mediumship that you would like to know? Once again, this is from my perspective. This is what I've experienced and what I've come to put into terms for me. I personally like to break things down for myself, Barney style, because I was one of those people like, who to whata? You gotta explain it to me A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, because yeah. Yes, I do personal readings with tarot. I do like intuitive psychic tarot readings. And I do distant Reiki sessions, and I plan to add more services. So in the future, I plan to do past life readings, which I'm working my way to doing. It's a lot more energy, and I also offer mediumship readings as well. Excuse me. It's all on my website, www.lunasoulauracle.com. I do not DM people for services. You must know this. I have a website that I pay for every month for people to use to book for me. So I don't like haggling people. I don't believe in that. Like, hey, get a service from me. No. You come to my lives, you see how I read, and if you feel my vibe, then I could be the reader for you. So that's how I do things. You see how I am. I need blocks and coloring books. Yeah, well, Cassandra, I was the one who needed blocks and coloring books and ABC. I told my guides, you gotta take it easy with me. You gotta explain to me Barney style. They will try to like get me to understand stuff, and I'm like, no, ABC 1, 2, 3. I can't. That's too much for me. Break it down, ABC 1, 2, 3. So they break it down to me Barney style. Now I've gotten to the point where I can get things faster. It took me a while. It took me a year or 2 or 3. But I gotta say, I'm this year, I'm on fire. I'm like, whoa, guys, you're really having me like, I'm getting it. But in the beginning, Lord, I was like, you're welcome. You're welcome, Kay. Have a good night. So I think Promise B, you said you had a question. We can answer one more question and I go off. If you're just joining me, I am doing some new moon card pulls. They're just intuitive messages for you, specifically for you. And if you would like to have a reading, just message down below in the chat room and I will come to you. If you're not getting a reading, and if you have a question about mediumship, psychic stuff, tarot, even spiritual work. I do spiritual work as well. I don't do it for like pricing or anything. I do like cleansings and all that. You wanted to know how, how to what? Like how to open yourself up spiritually? Let me know what you meant by that, and I'll answer. How much was a private session? But I was thinking that was, yeah, in my website you'll see I have email readings. I have um like a 3 card reading. That's my cheapest. And then I have like a email tarot reading, and that comes with like email with pictures and stuff. And then I have a 30-minute session, and then I have an hour session. Because some people have a lot of questions, and they're like, and I'm like, you have an hour, shoot. And they'll throw me all the questions. I'm like, sling them cards and get the answers that you need to help you grow. So yeah, look at my website. But I will be revamping my website very soon, and I will be offering past life readings as well. Not yet. I don't advertise it yet, but I will be adding that to the slot of things that I do. So we're going to be doing past life readings. And I may, in the future, if things go well, I may do some mediumship gallery readings. Not yet, though. I feel like I gotta prepare myself for that. But very soon I'll be hosting maybe monthly or bi-monthly mediumship gallery readings. Not yet. So don't ask me about it yet. I do personal one-on-one mediumship readings, but I will. They're telling me, my guides are like, you can do more, and I'm like, give me a second. So I'll be posting more stuff in the future. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you like to see. I do zodiac readings, pick a cards. I do Reiki sessions for free on my page. Please like, share, subscribe if you like my vibe. I will plan to do more YouTube lives because I actually really like the setup here. It's very personal, and I feel like I'm talking to you like really one-on-one versus Instagram and you know, what's the other one? TikTok. I like the vibe and the setup here. I feel like it's way more personable. So stay tuned. I'm going to post this in my channel. Look back in the beginning because I have a weekly message for the collective. And I also have a Reiki session I did before. So if you would like to stay tuned to that, I'm going to post this video shortly and you can watch those in. So remember, heart, like, share, subscribe. It really helps me grow and helps me send out to other people so I can help them live their best life. And yeah, thank you for joining me on this new moon. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Remember, rest, hydrate, drink water. And this was, yay, I got a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Cassandra. So I'll plan to do more lives. I'm off from my job. I have vacation time, so I'll be more available for you guys. Yay, so I'm excited. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.